Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Hall videos. Don't really see many beer hall videos these days. There was a time when I was chucking them out. But our good friends, the Happy Drinkers, were in Bristol last weekend and having a fantastic time as well. Apart from some noisy neighbours in the hotel. We'll get on to that. Yeah. I'm sure Andy and Angela won't let me mind showing it. So Angela and Andy, part of the Happy Drinkers, along with me, my wife Tracy, and Lisa and Glenn. We are the Happy Drinkers, a collaboration of beer drinkers who just like a good beer, a bit of a chat, put the world to rights. Pretty much like anybody else. Anything from cask to craft, and predominantly beer. Anyway, so here's a selection from Bristol with a few Cornwall beers chucked in because they were down in that area of the world and went in the supermarkets. And obviously, whenever you go anywhere in the country, you're always going to find at supermarkets around the country, they're bound to have a few local beers from that area. So it's a good way of collecting beers, and usually at a fairer price than you might pay at bottle shops. However, obviously, everyone does what they do. And, to survive these days in this cost of living crisis rubbish. So anyway, got a load of beers. I'm going to go through them. And I'm actually looking forward to this. There's some crackers amongst them. So, from Buckham Brewery, Gorham IPA, Buckham, Bristol based. Funnily enough, I went to 2 pubs last night and they've got Buckham's on the bar. And it's like, I've just been all the way down to Bristol, come back and they've got Buckham on the bar. And it's like weird, on cask. So, and obviously something. So it says here, Gorham, Bristol's legendary giant, was no stranger to a well-crafted ale. Fortunately, neither are we. Ode to his renegade ways, our IPA uses a punchy blend of American and English hops to balance stone fruit, citrus and bitter notes with a spicy hop aroma. Strong, big, flavoured and with the ABV of a classic ale. When it comes to IPAs, Gorham towers above all others. 5%. I love a bit of backstory on a beer. As long as it's actually relevant to the beer, not some random crazy bit of stuff. So, brand new brewery to me. Never even heard of this brewery. Glastonbury. And like I said to them yesterday, is Glastonbury down that way? Because I have no idea. So, Glastonbury Real Ale, black as yet at... Dark and mysterious, small batch brewed for superior craft quality, 4.3%. An icon for those in the know, a traditional richly roasted stout that is simply black as your hat. Delicately hopped to give a dark, full-bodied flavour with hints of chocolate and a subtle dry finish. Don't be afraid, this is a stout that those who discovered it just keep coming back for more. So it is a live beer, so basically bottle conditioned. Looking forward to that, really am. Next up, from Cheddar Ales. And it's their Potholer, bottle conditioned golden ale. There's the beer. Oops. Don't think I've ever had a Cheddar Ale beer before. Does ring a bell though, but I'm not sure why. Cheddar Ales Brewery nestles on the slopes of the Mendip Hills in Somerset, overlooking the famous Cheddar Gorge, and produces a range of quality artisan ales using only the finest raw materials available. Potholer is an award-winning golden ale packed with zesty fruit flavours and a rounded hoppy finish, brewed using the finest Maris Otter and crystal malts, with a blend of English Challenger and Styrian Golding Old hops, a modern classic. Cheddarales.co.uk is the brewery. So another one for the beer room, obviously. So next up, from Bristol Beer Factory, there we go, directly from their tap room. So Andy and Angela were down there last week. This is Laser Juice, a new wave session IPA. Sabro and Quio Pop are the hops. A session IPA for 4.2%, supercharged with new wave hop energy, taking you from the New Mexico mountains with Sabro's iconic tangerine and orange and coconut to Cryopop's tropical blend of hop glory. Fresh laser dreams. Drink fresh and chilled. Good thing about the beer room, it's always cold. Not many times it gets warm this time of year. So here's one, and this is actually, I'm going to be tasting this, but it's more for the wife than for me. So this is In Love with Chaos, a milk stout, 6.9%, from Left-Handed Giant Brewing, whose brewery tap room they went into also on their trip down there. A lightly roasted malt base makes for a clean caramel and rounded nut character. A bright raspberry has been layered on top for a jammy hit of acidity and cacao nibs for an unmistakable note of dried cranberry with a hint of oaky sweetness. Be interesting to see what she thinks of it, and me as well, obviously, because I shall be sampling it at some stage. Maybe I'll review half of it and take the rest to her, or a third of it maybe. We'll see. But yeah. And from Buckham Brewery again, Tall Tales Pale Ale. This is inspired by the mysterious tale of a crocodile being spotted in the River Avon in Bristol. Our Tall Tales Pale Ale is undeniably delicious. A refreshing, fruity and light pale ale that is bold and full of character. So there we go. And from Harbour, Cornish Bitter. So blend of Bristol and Cornwall beers. 4% brewed in North Cornwall. Lemony hops, sweet cereal notes on this. A real backstory, but interesting nonetheless. Used to see a lot of Harbour in Asda at one stage, but that seems to have died down. And again from Bristol Beer Factory, this is Southville Hop. It's a West Coast IPA with Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe and Chinook hops. An icon in the world of American IPAs. First brewed in 2010, this all hop, no frills, powerful and smooth Southville hop is your new favourite IPA. Yeah. So, never had Bristol Beer Factory in a can, and now I've got two of them to divulge into. So, I have had Bristol Beer Factory in a bottle though. And then now over to Cornwall again. So, you know, it's a Cornwall and Bristol beer hall. I'll remember to put that in my thing. So, St Austell's Proper Black. I'm sure I've reviewed this on the channel many years ago. Black IPA, bottle conditioned, 6%. Get in. As black as stout, but close your eyes and this beer tastes like a classic IPA. Powerful hops dominate the restrained chocolate and coffee notes from the roasted malt. Yeah, it's amazing how black IPAs look like stouts, somewhat taste like stouts, but with a tropical note to it. And another beauty from St Austell. I've had reviewed this before, but it's one of those beers that you really want to try again. And then their Hicks. A traditional strong Cornish ale, bottle conditioned, 5% ABV. A legendary Cornish ale. Hicks is named after the brewery's founder, Walter Hicks. Full-bodied, brimming with flavours, strong and distinctly Cornish. I'm really looking forward to re-reviewing that. It's only been about 5 months, but it's got to be done. And a brand new brewery, a brand new beer to the channel. It's Manor de Stout. Bottle conditioned, complex and flavoursome. Obviously, again, from St Austell Brewery. And on the back it says, meaning black ale in Cornish, Manor de is if that's how you pronounce it, is a unique stout brewed with 6 types of malt. It is flavoursome and deceptively light with an oak smoked aroma. 4.5%. So 11 new beers to the channel. Massive thank you to Andy and Angela, the Happy Drinkers, our little collective, for bringing these beers to Nottingham for Raggy's Beer Reviews to review and put out in the world, you know, and it's great because I can't get to all the places in the UK, and to be gifted beers is absolutely amazing. Thank you. And that's it for this beer haul. Lots of beer reviews coming, lots of additions to the channel, even just this weekend. So it's good. It keeps the channel going and keeps progressing all the way up to Christmas and seeing how we go. I'm trying to, without spending too much on beers, trying to keep growing the beer wall back to some sort of a good amount, shall we say, without being silly. But thank you. Cheers.